Hi friends. As I told in the previous two videos, we have defined mathematical expectation for DRV and CRVs. Next, we also in the second video we also derived various properties of mathematical expectation. Now we shall go and solve few problems based upon this. This is the first problem I am considering. It's a very simple problem. Suppose x is a general discrete random variable, it's a DRV with the following probability distribution. Calculate the expectation and variance of x. So he has given x ranging from 0, 1, 3, 5, 7. Then p of x is equal to 0.05 for x is equal to 0. Then similarly for x is equal to 1, it is 0.2. For x is equal to 3, p of x is 0.6. For x is equal to 5, p of x is 0.1. For x is equal to 7, p of x is 0.05. Now, yes, mentioned in the problem that it is a x is a DRV. But suppose if the word discrete is not mentioned, then it becomes imperative on our part to check whether the given random variable is discrete or continuous. So how to check whether the given random variable x is discrete or continuous? See the value of x. Is x taking only integral values, or whether is it taking both fractional values, decimal values, as well as integral values? You have to check. X can take, random variable can take negative as well as uh, positive values, but a discrete random variable should take only positive integers or negative integers. A discrete random variable can take positive integers or negative integers, but it cannot take positive and negative fractions. It cannot take positive and negative decimal numbers. So I have to be very careful here. So I calculate this is a DRV as given in the problem. So x takes only fractional, x takes only integral values. So that's why x ought to be a DRV. Now expectation I need to calculate. We use the formula E of x is equal to summation over I xi into px of xi or p of xi. So here I is equal to 1 to n. So I ranges from 1 to n. Now this is equal to x1 p of x1 plus, if I expand the summation, this would be x1 into p of x1 plus x2 into p of x2 plus x3 into p of x3 plus so on and so forth until this term is reached. There plus x4 into p of x4 plus x5 into p of x5. So this would be 0 into 0.05 plus 1 into 0.2 plus 3 into 0.6 plus 5 into 0.1 plus 7 into 0.05. Use calculator. If I sum, I get 2.85. Very simple, isn't it? Then variance is given by E of x squared minus mean the whole square. There are different methods to do this. We shall stick on to one method. So first let me find the mean squared value, E of x squared. So E of x squared is given by summation is equal to 1 to n xi squared into p of xi. So I have to square which value? The random variable squared. So 0 squared into 0.05 plus 1 squared into 0.2 plus 3 squared into 0.6 plus 5 squared into 0.1 plus 7 squared into 0.05. That's what I am doing. I get 10.55 for E of x squared. Now I am yet to compute the variance. So variance is simply given by E of x squared minus mean the whole square. Mean I have already calculated 2.85. So 10.55 minus 2.85 the whole squared, I get 2.4275 as the variance. So this completes the first problem. Then taking the second problem, calculate E of x and V of x. V of x is variance. Don't think it is something else. Okay. V of x is variance. E of x and variance V of x for the random variable x. The plot of PDF of x is given as follows. He has given. So capital X takes 1, 2, 3. P of x has 0.3, 0.5, 0.2. Again, he has not mentioned whether the x is discrete or random, discrete or continuous. So how to determine? Check the value of x. X is taking only integral values. X discrete random variable can take both positive integers as well as negative integers, but not positive and negative decimal values or fractional values. So it is taking only integral values. So it's a DRV. Now use the same formula. E of x, that is the mean, is given by, that is nothing but mu x or mx. That is given by summation I is equal to 1 to 3 xi into p of xi. So multiply 1 into 0.3 plus 2 into 0.5 plus 3 into 0.2, I get 1.9. Very simple. Next, calculate the variance. First variance is given by expect mean squared value e of x squared minus e of x the whole squared, mean the whole squared. So e of x squared is simply obtained by summation I is equal to 1 to 3 here, xi into p of xi. So this becomes 1 squared into 0.3. I should square the x sample value, not p of x. Don't go and square p of x, it would be wrong. X squared andre x1, x2, x3. So x1 squared, x2 squared, x1 squared multiplied by that corresponding probability p of x1. x2 squared multiplied by that corresponding probability p of x2. Next, x3 squared multiplied by p of x3. Like that. So 1 squared into 0.3 plus 2 squared into 0.5 plus 3 squared into 0.2. I get 4.1. V of x is variance or sigma x squared or VAR of x. So E of x squared minus mean squared. So 4.1 squared minus 1.9 squared, I get 0.49. So this completes the solution. Is it not very easy? That's why I went a little bit at a more pace, because it's a straight calculation, substitution and finding it. Now we shall solve this problem. Determine the mean square. Mean square means E of x squared. Variance and standard deviation for the given PDF. Fx of x is equal to x squared for 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 and 0 elsewhere. So how about this? Very simple problem again. Mean. This is a CRV. So mean is simply given by expected value of x equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity x fx of x dx. X fx of x dx. Now fx of x has a non-zero value of x squared only for x lying between 0 and 1 and 0 elsewhere. So integral minus infinity to plus infinity gets replaced by integral 0 to 1, right? So integral 0 to 1 x into this x squared dx. X into this x squared dx. So this is nothing but integral this is nothing but integral let me write it properly. I shall write it properly, just a minute. X cube dx. Now integral x to the power of n dx is given by x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. So this becomes, sorry, so this becomes x to the power of 4 by 4 limits 0 to 1. So substitute the upper and the lower limits. So this becomes 1 to the power of 4 minus 0 to the power of 4 by 4. So 1 to the power of 4 is 1, 0 to the power of 4 is 0. So 1 minus 0, I get 1 by 4. So this is the answer. Next, I want to find the expected value of, I want to find the mean squared value. So x squared bar is simply given by E of x squared, which is given by integral minus infinity to plus infinity x squared fx of x dx. So this would be integral 0 to 1, because fx of x is having a non-zero value only between x lying between 0 and 1. So I have integral 0 to 1 x squared from this formula into this x squared from the given fx of x. So I get integral 0 to 1 x to the power of 4 dx. Use the same approach. I get integral 0 to 1 x to the power of 4 dx. So this would be, I am showing this. So this would be integral x to the power of 5 by 5 limits 0 to 1. This is equal to integral 0 to 1 x to the power of 4 dx. Okay. This is equal to integral 0 to 1 4 dx. Now integral x to the power of n dx is given by x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. So the n is equal to 4 here. So that's why integral x to the power of 4 dx is equal to x to the power of 5 by 5. Here limits 0 to 1. So 1 to the power of 5 minus 0 to the power of 5 is 1 minus 0 equal to 1 minus 0 by 5, which is equal to 1 by 5. I am showing the steps here, how this has been arrived at. Okay. Either the steps ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Next, so I have calculated the mean squared value. Now I have to calculate the variance. Sigma x squared is equal to E of x squared minus mx squared. So 1 by 5 minus 1 by 4 the whole squared. I get 0.1375. Standard deviation is sigma x, which is given by root of variance, positive variance of variance, positive square root of variance. So that gives me standard deviation. So the root of 0.1375 gives me 0.371. So this completes the solution of this problem. I hope it's a very simple problem. Just using the formula, integrating and substitution and getting the answer. Next, he gives this problem. A random variable x is given by fx of x is equal to 5x squared for 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 and 0 elsewhere. Find E of x, E of 3x minus 2 and E of x squared. This is a very, very important problem. A random variable is given by fx of x, which is equal to 5x squared for x lying between 0 and 1, and it is equal to 0 elsewhere. So I have to find expected value of x, mean squared value of it, and E of 3x minus 2. So how do I do it? First find E of x or the mean. So that is given by, and here x is a CRV, continuous random variable. So it is given by integral minus infinity to plus infinity x of x dx. So since x is lying between, since fx of x has a non-zero value only between x ranging from 0 to 1, so this integral from minus infinity to plus infinity reduces to integral 0 to 1. This x remains as it is into the value of fx of x within this limits, x into 5x squared dx. So I get integral 0 to 1, x squared into x, I get x cubed. So integral 0 to 1 5x cubed dx I have. Now this can be written as 5 into x to the power of 3 plus 1, that is 4 by 4, limits 0 to 1. So substitute the upper and the lower limits. So 5 by 4 into 1 to the power of 4 minus 0, 4. I have 1 to the power of 4 is 1, 0 to the power of 4 is 0. So 1 minus 0 multiplied by 5 by 4. So I get 5 by 4 or 1.25. You can put the answer in decimals also or fractions also, not an issue. Next comes E of 3x minus 2. E of 3x minus 2. So there are two methods to solve this. Let me follow this method. Since I have got 3x minus 2, 3x minus 2 can be thought of to be a function, g of x, which we considered in the first video, right? Let g of x be equal to g of capital X be equal to 3x minus 2. So this 3x should be capital, this x should be capital here. This should be x minus 2. So let g of x be equal to 3x minus 2. So expected value of g of x is simply given by integral minus infinity to plus infinity g of x into fx of x dx. So expected value of g of x is simply given by integral minus infinity to plus infinity g of x into fx of x dx. While substituting into the integral, this capital X should be replaced by small x. This fellow has done a printing mistake here. Please be careful while solving. E of 3x minus 2 I have to calculate. This problem is very, very important. I have put g of capital X is equal to 3x minus 2. Now E of g of x, here x should be capital. That is simply given by integral minus infinity to plus infinity g of x, fx of x dx. So while you substituting g of x inside the integral sign, capital X should be replaced by small x, whereas within expectation operator, capital X should be used. Now integral minus infinity to plus infinity g of x fx of x dx. But let me come to the problem. Fx of x has a non-zero value only for x lying between 0 and 1. For x less than 0 and x greater than 1, it is having a 0 value. Due to this fx of x behavior, this integral reduces to integral 0 to 1. Okay, just a minute. So since fx of x is lying between 0 and 1 for 5x squared, that is, since fx of x is having a non-zero value only for x lying between 0 and 1, that's why this integral minus infinity to plus infinity becomes integral 0 to 1 once I substitute for fx of x. So integral 0 to 1, 3x minus 2 into fx squared dx I have. Okay, now I shall split this integral into two integrals. So 3 into 5, 15. So 15 x squared into x, I get 15 x cubed. So I have 15 integral 0 to 1 x cubed dx minus 2 into 5, 10. 10 x squared. So minus 10 integral 0 to 1 minus 10 integral 0 to 1 x squared dx I have. 3 into 5, 15 into x squared into x. So 15 into integral 0 to 1 x cubed dx I have, because 15 I have pulled out of the outside the integral sign because it is a constant, minus 2 into 5, 10 x squared minus 10 integral 0 to 1 x squared dx I have, because 10 is a constant which I have pulled outside along with the minus sign preceding it. So now integrate. So integral x to the power of n dx is equal to x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 standard formula. So I get 15 x to the power of 4 by 4 limit 0 to 1 minus 10 into x cubed by 3 limit 0 to 1. So I substitute the upper and the lower limits. I get 5 by 12 upon simplification. I hope simplification LCM you know. So do it accordingly, you will get it. Then finding the mean squared value or e of x squared or the second order moment. So e of x squared is simply given by integral minus infinity to plus infinity x squared fx of x dx. Again, fx of x is having a non-zero value only between x ranging from 0 to 1 only. So due to this integral limit reduces to integral 0 to 1 x squared. This x squared is this x squared into 5x squared dx. This 5x squared is from the given problem. So I have 5 into integral 0 to 1 x to the power of 4 dx. Use the standard integral result that we used repeatedly. I have 5 into x to the power of 5 by 5 limit 0 to 1. 5 gets cancelled. So 1 to the power of 5 minus 0 to the power of 5 gives me 1. So this is about this problem. This problem is very, very important. So please solve it accordingly. Another important problem. The PDF of a random variable x is given by fx of x is equal to 8 by x cubed for x greater than 2. Find e of x by 3. See the problem. PDF of a random variable x is given by fx of x is equal to 8 by x cubed for x greater than 2. Find e of x and e of x by 3. Now e of x mean, use the limits. X greater than 2 means 2 less than x less than infinity. Let me write it. X greater than 2 means 2 less than x less than infinity. Very, very important interpretation. This is mathematical interpretation. So e of x is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity x of x dx. But fx of x is equal to 8 by x cubed only for x greater than 2. That is 2 less than x less than infinity. So this becomes integral 2 to infinity x. This x is x here taken here into fx of x. So 8 by x cubed dx. So I get x and x cubed gets cancelled, leaving behind 1 by x squared in the denominator. 1 by x squared can be written as x to the power of minus 2. So that's what I have written here. Integral 2 to infinity 8 x to the power of minus 2 dx here. Now this becomes 8. Now again apply the same integral rule. Integral x to the power of n plus 1 dx is integral x to the power of n dx is equal to x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Let me write it. So here n is equal to minus 2. So integral 2 to infinity 8x to the power of minus 2 dx. So 8 into x to the power of n plus 1. So n is equal to minus 2. So x to the power of minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1 with limits 2 to infinity I have multiplied by 8. Now this becomes minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. So this becomes 8 into x to the power of minus 1 by minus 1 limits 2 to infinity. Now here, while simplifying, I should be very careful. This becomes 8 by minus 1 is minus 8. X to the power of 1 minus 1 can be written as 1 by x limits 2 to infinity. Now minus 8 by 1, just a minute. Let me write it. This becomes minus 8 into 1 by infinity minus 1 by 2. So 1 by infinity is 0. So minus 8 into 0 minus 1 by 2 is 4. Minus into minus becomes plus now. 1 by infinity is 0. So minus 8 into 0 minus 1 by 2 is minus 8 into plus half. So 8 by 2 is 4. So that's how I get. Okay. Okay, fine. Next, I have to find E of x. E of x I have already done. Now E of x by 3 I have to find. E of x by 3. So E of x by 3 is nothing but x by 3 into fx of x dx. That's all. Let me write it like this. So g of x is equal to x by so E of g of x is given by integral minus infinity to plus infinity g of x into fx of x dx. Now x is the fx of x is equal to 8 by x cubed for x greater than 2, that is 2 less than x less than infinity. So this becomes integral 2 to infinity x by 3. This is 3, okay? X by 3 into 8 by x cubed. This becomes this becomes eight integral 2 to infinity. I get x to the power of minus 2 dx. This is integral 2 to infinity. Okay. Now if I simplify, this becomes minus 8 into 1 by x limits 2 to infinity x by 3, right? So minus 8 by 3. So this is 1 by 3 which I write it here. Minus 8 by 3 into 1 by x limits 2 to infinity. How I get 1 by x? Because integral x to the power of minus 2 is x to the power of minus 1 by minus 1, which I can write it as 1 by x. This minus sign minus 1 by x is minus sign I have taken outside. I get 4 by 3. How I get that? Please note 8 into integral 2 to infinity. 8 into integral 2 to infinity 1 by 3 x to the power of minus 2 dx I have. 1 by 3 ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಮರಿಬಾರ್ದು. 1 by 3 ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಮರೆತರೆ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಯಾಕೆ 1 by 3 ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಂತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ x by 3 ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, x by 3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದನ್ನ 1 by 3 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ x1 x squared I get. So x squared take it to the numerator, I get x to the power of minus 2. So integral x to the power of minus 2 dx is x to the power of minus 1 by minus 1, because minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 in the numerator and denominator after integration. So I get minus 1 by x. Minus sign 8 ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So minus 8 by 3 limits 1 by x to infinity. So minus 8 by 3 into 1 by infinity minus 1 by 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 1 by infinity is 0. Minus 1 by 2. So minus 8 by 3 into minus 1 by 2. So 2 ones are 2 fours are. 8 is divisible by 2 4 times. So that's why I get 4 by 3. That's all. Minus into minus becomes plus. I get 4 by 3. That's the answer. It's a very, very important problem. It can be asked for 5, 6 or even 10 marks also. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 marks. So you should be very, very careful in this part. Okay, this would be in the video, though I delete it now. So you can write down whatever steps you want as I have elucidated by using the tool here. This problem which will come at the end. Okay, other problems which will continue in the next lecture.